Hello and welcome back. I'm Shelf Unit and this is my continuing Let's Play of Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition. So, we need to get rid of this goddamn curse and it is annoying the hell out of me. So I'm going to try and get rid of this curse. Now, who did we talk to about curses before? I think let's talk to this Onyx guy. I think yes, I had some questions. Not the war and the like. I hope plenty more common folk could answer such questions. I'd just as soon as direct you to one of them. You're a master of curses. Perhaps you could help me. Help you? Salabesh sneers, doubtful. Before you can respond, he sighs, shaking his head. Well, perhaps I could. What troubles you? Jumble Murder Sense cursed me. Jumble Murder Sense? Ha! That sputtering mooncalf could never best me. Oh, the battles we used to have, though. Salabesh frowns, but I'm past all that now. No longer my sort of thing, you see. I don't really know what I could do for you. After all, it's his curse, not the sort you'd find on an item or some such. You know, you could remove with simple magics. He'll have to remove it unwillingly. Well, could you teach me a curse then that I could use on him? Well, I don't know. I don't normally do that. I keep my curses to myself, you know, and besides, even a single curse would take a long, long while to learn. More time than I'd care to spend on it. Perhaps you're worried your curses just aren't good enough to best him anymore. What? Of course, they're ridiculous. Now, look here, you knuckle-grabbing sack of scars. Salabesh the Onyx is the master of curses, and there is no other. Why, I could give you but a single phrase that would render that nincompoop's cursing wholly impotent. Purse your lips and looks sceptical. Oh, that's it, you've made me do it. Salabesh utters a short string of impossible syllables, words of power which you note mentally for later use against Jumble. There, see? What that does to him. Tell me Salabesh the Onyx isn't the master of curses. Thanks, Salabesh, I'll do that. Farewell. Come on, in we go. Nice cup of tea. This is exactly. Oh my god, the sound is annoying enough that you. Oh my god. Come on. Warrior training, Quisang. See in here. Thief and training, thief and training, thief and training. Jumble frowns at your appearance, banging his thumb in your direction and waving you away. Throw the curse, Salabesh taught you at him. Jumble stares at you with somewhat sceptical expression as you speak the arcane syllables of Salabesh's curse. After a moment of awkward silence, the Zalsync mage notes that nothing seems to have happened, and an evil grin spreads across his face. He opens his mouth to retaliate with another curse of his own, only to realise he has no voice! Salabesh's curse has removed Jumble's ability to speak, and thereby destroying the Zalsync's ability to curse others. He clutches at his throat, panic welling up at his eyes. Looks like the turns are tabled. The tables are turned, Jumble. What do you think will happen when anyone you ever cursed finds out you can't speak or curse anymore? Jumble drops to his knees, a pleading expression on his eyes. He looks ready to burst into tears. Will you remove the curse you placed on me and swear never to curse another who didn't mean you harm? Jumble places his hands over his heart and nods vigorously. Very well, I'll remove the curse then. Jumble sighs with relief as you remove Salabesh's curse from him. He in turn removes his own, and your hiccups finally stop. He then bows humbly and casts his eyes to the floor. I'd like you to take a curse off Reekwind as well. Jumble nods, pouting with a wave of his hand, and removes Reekwind's curse. Farewell, Jumble. Excellent. And we've got that bloody thing done. How close is Mort to levelling up now? Still miles away. Okay. So, we have done that. Now, I think I want to go and actually do Reekwyn's curse quest now. But I don't know where exactly he is. I think he might be here. Mort, Angry Hive, Thug Dwellers. We've leveled up a few times since we... well, I can talk to Mawns for Trees. Mawns for Trees smiles widely upon seeing you. Ah, my friend, you've returned. Something you wish to me? Bum, 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 bum. Any change in the trees yet? Oh, yes, friend, there has been. It's been so slight you can barely see it, but look, fresh sap from the trunk and a handful of new buds. It's only a matter of time now. I thank you again for giving me hope once more. You're welcome, Mawns for Trees. Farewell. Excellent. Now, what are we? We are neutral good still. Angry Hive Dweller, Hive out. July, do we need to talk to July anymore? There we go. You see July. It looks like he's sobered up since you spoke to him last. July, look, I told Craddock that I was filling in for you. You still have your job, just watch yourself. July grunts. Oh, what a fool I was. I just dropped out for a quick bite and bub, and the next moment he grinds his teeth. Thank you for the good word. I appreciate it, I do. Okay. Barking Wilder. So he apparently isn't here. And Mary say, do we need to talk to her anymore? Oh, he spoke to Nod for me. I thank you, Cutter. Of course, but how did you know? I've got many a friend in the hive I do. She looks you again. I thank ye. Of course, farewell. Damn it, where has he gone then? Was he here? There's Reekwyn. Yes, he was there. But first, great. Nothing of interest there. Talk to Reekwyn. You see Reekwyn. His eyes are reverted to their normal size, and he's no longer assailed by the twitching spasms you noted before. He's smiling, and he looks considerably cleaner than before. Greetings, Reekwyn. I had some questions for you. He looks at you amazed. It stopped. It all stopped, just like that. He snaps his fingers, and then looks down at himself. Powers above, I feel clean again. Good to hear. Jumble didn't want to remove the curse, but I got it out of him. Thank you, sir. He looks lost that I have nothing to pay with. But you're in my good graces, he shrugs, for whatever that is worth. He frowns and then stands straight. I will tell you the story of your kindness to all who listen. Actually, do you have any stories you haven't told me already? That could be payment enough. Of course, Reekwyn looks around you. Though I've had enough of telling tales for a while. Do you have something I could write them in? I have a journal here. Reekwyn takes the journal. He scribbles for a while and then hands it back to you. There you are. Thanks, Reekwyn. If you would never use that name again, I, among others, would be thankful. Very well. What can I call you? My name is... He suddenly catches himself and smiles. No, perhaps I shall keep that to myself this time. He nods respectfully to you. Thank you again, good sir. Farewell. So what do I have now? Did I get anything out of this? The Grimoire of Pestilential Thoughts still? No? Okay, well maybe I don't. But nonetheless, happy with that. So, we've still got sort all this out. Let's go to... Where are we? This is the Office of Vermin and Disease. I did want to go here just to see what this guy pays me for these rat tails. So, there we go. Aye, by the powers, stop creeping up on me like that. He pushes his spectacles up on his nose and gives you a hard look. What is it I can do for you this time? Some questions. I have some rat tails. I'd like to collect the bounty on them. Turn on a rat tail to collect the bounty. Oh. Really? 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 Well, let's see if anybody else will take these from me. Let's keep 10 of these. Well, maybe 30. Just to get us that extra money. Let's see, Scribbler would be an interesting one to grab. Okay, well that was less less productive than I would want. Now, where else did I want to go? I wanted to go up here. Where is it that I want to go? The flop house? Honestly, it's not. I'll take another look inside the flop house. As I feel that there was definitely... Did I grab these? I did. Some questions. Never mind. I just feel that there's a place that I need to go, and I can't remember where it was. Let's chat to you. Anna, didn't I meet you in the hive before I found Farod? She nods a little warily. Hey, yeah, you did. I haven't forgotten. Yeah. When I asked you about Farod, you told me he was south and west of the mortuary. Well, when he wasn't. Aye, I did, and you'd have done the same if some scarred wreck had come to you and asked where he could find your da. She shrugs. Yeah, you found him anyway, so I don't want to hear you carrying on about it. I don't. What were you doing by the mortuary? It's my territory. I was looking for dead as I was. She looks you up and down, then smirks. Found a working one, I did. Had some other questions. Aye. Anna, did you find anything on my body before you brought it to the mortuary? Anna looks at you warily and her tail stops flicking for a moment, then resumes, slower than before. Aye, mayhap I found something, but if I found anything that's mine by right, it is. The other bits are in Ferrod's keeping, and I don't have time for games. What did you find on my corpse? Well, you had some iron fist irons you did, and a little bit of jink, but I left that for the Dusty so they'd think I was a wee bit honest. You had an ugly ring that I kept. She dips her finger into her arm braces and pulls forth a small ring with a stone mounted on it. Worth thrice more than the jink and the irons it was. She studies the ring and squints. Too bad it's too ugly to wear. I'd like that ring back. No. She studies the ring with a frown, glances at you and then back at the ring with a sneer. She flicks the ring to you. Didn't want the ugly thing anyway, I didn't. Fine, now when you mentioned some stuff that my body had gone into Pharaoh's keeping, what did you mean? Aye, Pharaoh takes a bit off each corpse we find he does. That's his right, being lord of the village and all. Of every corpse you'll find, that's a lot of corpses. Oh aye, to hear tell the old Stuther Crunch has got a stash pit somewhere close to him. It's the only reason I can see why he's set up to keep in that filthy draughty hall. It's nothing but stinking shadows. Really? And that's where he puts the tribute he gets? Aye, she's squinty. Now what are you on about? Plan to rob him? No, I've got no time to do such a thing. Pharaoh's done me no harm. Well, good. I'm warning you against such a thing, I am. Pharaoh can be daft sometimes, but he's mean as all fiends spit as he gets when he gets worked up. She frowns. And he loves his keepsake, he does. But where would he keep it all? It's been in the village as long as he says he has. He would have amassed quite a collection. Well, Anna said, silent for a moment, I know he's never left his hall to get his tribute when he needed it. He wouldn't want to walk far with that lame leg of his, though. Aye, that's true, but only if you don't watch him careful. He isn't lame, though. He puts on a fair show about being weak in that leg. That crutch of his could be a portal key. Anna frowns in thought for a moment, then slowly nods her head. Aye, there's a thought, she shrugs. I wouldn't know how you'd use it, though. Maybe you just need to have it. Maybe. That's some other questions. Nothing, Anna. Just checking if you were still with me. So, what is this ring? A gaudy ring. +1 to armor class. Ring of the Traveller. +2 to armor class. Twisted ring +1 to armor class. Oh, I'm taking that. You can have this. So we got an extra armor class reduction out of that. So I'm happy. Right. Quentin, have we spoken to you? The man before you looks to be middle height in years. He's stout with a thick, bullish neck, and his shoulders are hunched as if a great weight was pressing down upon them. He wears an impatient look as he stares back at the black monolith in front of him. Greetings. The man throws you a glance. It's room cutter. No need to ask. My leave to stand here. Actually, I wanted to know what this monolith was. It's a tombstone for the plains, he scoffs. Graveyard of names scratched on that rock. Can only hope my name's the one that'll split this stone in twain. He points at the base of the monolith. Quentin right there. Hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains? Aye. Quentin smiles ruefully. The Dusty scratch the names of the dead on this monument here. He gestures around him, and on the walls of this place, not enough space by our reckoning. But no matter, they do their best. Can barely read half the names. What are you doing here? Reading the new arrivals. Try and find a new one every day. Try and remember if I knew him. Nothing more. Dustmen record the names of all who've died on this monument. Aye, they scratch them on this rock and scratch them on the walls in this place too. Don't know why they take the trouble to take the count into the dead. Dusties have more care for the living. The living? Ah, you know, by the dustmen mourners that come to this place. They aren't mourning the dead, see. They're mourning the living. You can barely get in a word in them edgewise without asking them to mourn some poor living back for you. Why do they mourn the living? Got me there, Cutter. He shrugs. You might want to put the question to them. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth the pity of any poor sod living in this pit. He nods at the monument. Every name on there is blessed, in my book it is. Ever know anybody who came back after the name was put on there? You mean come back from death? Quentin shakes his head. Not a one cutter. Everything that lives dies, and that's the way of things. He shrugs. Still, considering the planes go on forever and all, I suppose anything's possible. There's more questions. Can you tell me who that crazy dustman is on the other side of the monolith? Quentin smokes. Not the sanest bird in the Crackle House, is he? That balmy's death of names, Quentin scoffs. Though death of sense might fit him better. What does he do here? He's the keeper of the memorial area. Knows where all the names are around here, and he can point one out if you need him to. He's a little addled, to be sure, but he's helped me a few times. He shrugs. He's also got the duty carving and new names in when their owners pass. I see. Thanks. Okay. Okay, so we've been in there. Going to pop down to the gathering dust bar just to see what we've got in there. Still neutral, good. I'm wondering if they stay away from me now that I'm a high enough level to just swat them. Let's talk to Nagachi. See Nagachi, he's done. Greetings. Ask you some questions. As you turn to leave, the dustman suddenly speaks. His voice barely a murmur. You have to strain to hear the words. You think he said something about wanting to die. What did you say? Do you want to die? Truth. No, do you? Truth. There are certain questions I need answered about my life before I'm willing to surrender it. I want to find out who I am. Do you want to die? Is that what I asked? Why do you want to die? We've read this anyway. We read this earlier. I do know. Emmerich. Now I wanted to quick save there. I spoke to Ferret and discovered where Ferret's getting the bodies he brings to you. Where do the bodies he brings us come from? Come from the catacombs beneath the sigil. He's taking the bodies you've just buried and selling them back to you. When you bury them again, he just digs them up again. Emmerich falls silent. He's staring at you with a stony gaze, and you are suddenly struck with the feeling that his eyes are burrowing into your skull. Emmerich nods. You've done a service for the dustman. He removes his hands from his sleeves and then lets his long sleeves drape across the table like a curtain. When he pulls them back, a small lapis lazuli coffin lies upon the table. It's a tiny thing, barely 2 inches wide and 3 inches long. The dustman's symbol is engraved on the coffin lid. Pick up the box. As you pick up the coffin, it chirrups, unfolds, and dissolves into a stream of hundreds of copper pieces, which you somehow manage to keep from spilling across the floor of the bar. How all these coins fit into the tiny coffin is beyond you. Thanks, I had some other questions. Emmerich waits. Can you tell me about the debt contracts? No. I'll take my leave. Farewell. Okay. So we have concluded that element. And we haven't lost Anna. How do we get out of here? Which is good. So let's go back to the clerk's ward. So it's in an object. going to talk to Vivian again. Well, maybe what's her name? Come on. I want to talk to Nessa just one more time. There's Marissa. Where is Nenny? There's Nenny. I'll just talk to her Nenny one more time. Ah, well, Meg, good. So, Nenny, how are you this fine? Oh, we've met before. Nenny giggles and smiles gleefully at you. I'm sorry, I knew you looked familiar though. More questions? Kimaxi said someone's been taking things from her room too. Have you seen anything odd? Nenny's eyes suddenly go wide. Oh, that's right. I saw a man sneaking out of Kimaxi's room while she was out talking to a patron. That was the front doors all that day. But he never ever left, isn't it odd? I don't think he could have made it out of the window, so I never figured out where he went. And then I totally forgot about it. Weird, huh? Yes, it is. I have another question. So, two options. One, it's actually not a talking armoire, it's somebody. Two, he went up there. Or three, it's one of these random brothel patrons. This is Louis, the talking armoire. That's some questions, Louis. Then he told me she saw a man leaving Kimaxi's out-of-town's room. I think that was you, Louis. You think? Think? How could you be so alarmingly rude, so ludicrously presumptuous as to spout forth such an accusation without being absolutely certain of your charges? How dare you, you impatient, perdant, brassy cur? Why, order. As Louis rails, his drawers open and close, you notice a small bundle of crimson cloth tucked alongside some clothes. The repeated opening and closing of the armoire drawers makes it difficult to grab, however. Wait for an opportunity to grab it. You stand poised at the edge of the armoire. He keeps grabbing on and on, but he never seems to stay open long enough for you to grab it. Try and snap your hand while the drawer is open. You simply cannot move your hand quick enough to snatch the crimson cloth from within Louis. And most you could accomplish would be getting your fingers crushed. Give me the crimson cloth. Shan't, won't, never. Pull open the drawer and get the cloth. The drawer remains closed. You hear it puffing and wheezing from the exertion. Go away, you barbarian. Give me the crimson cloth, Louis. Shan't, won't, never. Beg and whine for the cloth. Oh, please, stop that rubbish. It's quite tiresome and transcends all known meanings of the word boredom. Beg and whine some more. Stop, how tediously dull. You're making me quite drowsy. Keep on begging and whining. The armoire yawns, exposing the crimson cloth when it rests snugly beside some undergarments. You dart your hand in and seize it before the drawer can close itself. Tucking it away, and you notice that it's perfumed with a light, exotic, and most pleasant fragrance. Damn it, you rogue, blackguard, scoundrel. You give that back this instant. It's not yours. It's an exceedingly personal garment that belongs to a lady of this establishment. And they would not appreciate you fondling their private things, but it's all right for you, you wouldn't pervert. I'm not doing anything so criminal, as malicious as you are. I'm merely soaking in sensations necessary to my growth as an individual. Okay, so what do I have? I have a scented veil. So I appear to have the veil, but at the same time also possibly the scent. The question is, after a quick save, who do I give it to? Let's talk to Vivian. Is it Vivian? There we go. Vivian greets you with a polite half smile. Had you any luck in finding my scent, perchance? Yes, I found it in this red veil. Vivian's eyes light up. Oh, simply wonderful. She takes the veil from your hands, mutters a few words over it, and returns it to you. She shakes out her crimson hair, and in moments you are surrounded by the most intensely exotic and arousing scent you've ever had the pleasure of smelling. That smells great. It does it not? She smiles at you, and as you have done a favour for me, I wish to perform one for you. Stand close to me, scarred one. You step closer to Vivian. She takes your hand, and turning it over, she takes a single cautious sniff of your wrist. Phew, she wrinkles her nose. Vinegar, or embalming fluid. Here, I'll remove this smell from you. She mutters a few strange syllables, and a light tingling sensation spreads over your skin. In moments, your chemical reeks lessen substantially. There, how's that? People should be less eager to avoid conversation with you now. Thanks, Vivian. Farewell. We've gained a charisma. We're now charisma 16, and we have, and I quote, exceptional charisma. Our wisdom is legendary, as is our intelligence. Our strength is average, however. Well, I certainly do enjoy gaining ability points. Ah, there she is. Marissa's cold, cruel voice hisses from out of the darkness. It returns. You have a reason for coming this time, I trust, or just more of your pointless questions? Actually, I brought your crimson veil. And would you hand it over, please? Of course. Here you are. You hold the crimson veil before you, and feel her take it from your hands. Ah, yes, much better. 2 shining points of red light appear before you as she opens her eyes. So that's what you look like. Perhaps I would have been better off with my eyes shut. I have a question. Ask. I've spoken to 9 prostitutes altogether. Do you know who or where the 10th student is? I spend much time here in my chambers, but I think that even I would know how the 10th student arrived. There is none currently. That's all I wish to know. Farewell. So we just picked up 50,000 experience there. So let's see what that's done to us. 168,000. You're coming along. You are going to be leveling up again in both relatively soon, and Mort is slowly coming along. Okay. So I think that is going to be what I'm going to be doing or done for today. I'll be talking to Falls from Grace next time. Might be a shorter episode, but I'll try and make a longer one next time. So yeah, we've done that. We'll talk to her, and then we will go down here and see what this lack of a 10th student is all about. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please subscribe. If not, do not worry about it. Thank you again, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.